How's it going, everybody? eCom Tommy here with another video coming at you guys. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to create a listing on eBay manually by hand, step by step. This is exactly how I teach my virtual assistants how to make listings. This is exactly how I used to make listings before I taught my virtual assistants how to make listings. And it's exactly how I grew this store right here to 51,000 in sales in the last 30 days. And it's not even registering a lot of the sales from today because eBay is all over the place. So if you like the sound of this video, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up so we can get it out to as many people out there that are wondering how I personally list items, how to list items manually, how to go about it, how to efficiently make a listing, do the title, do the images, do the description, do the item specifics, which I think is one of the most important parts. And, just make an all-around great listing and list it onto eBay. So without that further ado, let's just get straight into it, and we're going to go into my other eBay account here, my dummy account. So we're going to scroll down, we're going to minimize the page, and we're going to get into Zik Analytics. So if you don't use Zik Analytics, I highly suggest you do. It's the best item sourcing software out there for eBay dropshipping in general out of any other software that there is, because it's going to allow you to see all of the items in somebody's store that has sold within a certain amount of times, within the certain amount of time frame that you allot it to. So I always do 30 days, and I check how many times have these items sold in the last 30 days. And that's how I find good selling items. So if you don't know how to use Zik Analytics, or if you haven't seen any of my videos on Zik Analytics, then please be sure to check up in the corner where that eye pops out. You will see some suggested videos on how to actually source items for your eBay dropshipping business to then be able to list them like I'm teaching how to do so step by step in this video. So we found this seller, and this is a seller I've used in the past before. I mean, they just have some decent Walmart items to snipe from. So I'm going to use them. So I scroll down, and if you watched any of those videos, or if you have followed anything I've taught over the last couple years, a year and a half now, then you're going to see that I haven't really changed my sourcing techniques at all. I've changed my sources, I've changed my methods of drop shipping, but I've really changed the sourcing technique's been the same. And I've been teaching that you want to find items that have sold a certain amount in the last certain amount of days. So it's usually, I say, 5 times in the last 30 days is the item that you want to list. So for this person right here, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the last 30 days that are probably prime candidates to actually list and put on your account. So one thing I did forget to mention, or that I need to mention, is that you want to make sure that the brand is not Vero. So I use this program called Vero Checker, and it's going to help you be able to find if the brand's not Vero or not. And Vero is verified rights owner. It means that you can't list those brands on eBay in general. So one thing about the eBay Vero list you want to make sure is that they have a Vero list on their website, and they show you a large amount of brands, but those aren't all the ones. If you call them up and say, hey, I got reported for Vero for a different brand, they're going to tell you, hey, like that list isn't always active and it changes all the time, which makes no sense because I think it should be active and at least accurate so that you can just see what brands you are and you aren't allowed to sell. So we're going to go, I picked this gun safe just because I wanted to, and it sold 6 times in the last 30 days. It makes some profit. It's not the best profit, but with Walmart, there's tons of cash back and back-end things. Now they have their 5% cash back credit card, everything. So it still makes front-end margin, though. So one thing you want to do is, first off, when you find this item, you want to check the brand. And the person here that's listing this item says that the brand is Stack On, but I never take the brand for granted that it is on eBay. I also check what the brand is at the supplier's website. So if you highlight the description and then you right-click search in Google, you will find this. This is the actual item here where they're getting it from. So the brand is Stack On. The eBay listing was correct. So I'm going to type in the brand name here, Control V, and hit enter, and nothing showed up. I also like to check for other things sometimes, like the word stack. Sometimes there's just large groups of things here. I'm not going to really scroll through all this, but stack or stack space ON, because these are just people sending in just brands, so they could just put in or forget a hyphen or anything like that. Well, this brand seems good to go, so we're going to list this item, and I'm going to show you exactly what to do. So, I mean, you can check and make sure that it is the same item. I'll show you that I did just highlight all this, right-click, search in Google, and then I found it right here. It was that quick. Here it is. It is at other sources. I don't know if it's cheaper at Dick's Sporting Goods. It does not seem cheaper. It is cheaper, but it does look different, so it might be a different item. I'm not going to put too much thought into it right now. because it is on a flash sale right now. So, we're just going to go with the Walmart item here. We found it easily, and now we're going to list it. So how do we get into that? We're going to click on our eBay account, and if you don't have this type of layout here, it's called the Seller Hub, and all you have to do is type in eBay Seller Hub to get it, and this will give you the ability to see like everything that's right here, the listings, the orders, overview, performance, everything like that. That's the whole entire look that eBay is right now. That's called the eBay Seller Hub. So you have the eBay Seller Hub. You want to click Listings. Once you click Listings, you get brought to this page. All you have to do is click Create Listing. So when you click Create Listing, you go Single Listing. We're just going to do one right now, and we're going to type in the product name. So you can put in the UPC if you have it. You can put in the ISBN. You can put in the EPID, which is pretty much the unique identifier on eBay. It's like the ASIN number for Amazon is the same thing as the EPID for eBay. You can put in the part number, or you can put in the product name. I'm literally just going to put in gun safe. I'm going to make this listing from scratch. This listing does show up in the search right here for I believe this is the same item. And when I was doing a little bit of pre-research, this is the same item too, GCWB-10-5-DS. If you go onto Walmart and you check, it's GCWB-10-5-DS. So it is the same. So I'm not going to go based off these listings. It fills in some information for you. I don't trust anybody that wants to do it that does it that way. And the eBay buy box system isn't really put together yet, so it doesn't really matter. So I would scroll down and click Continue without selecting a product. And we're going to start from scratch now. So literally it starts off with the title Gun Safe. So I guess the first thing to go over is how to make the title. And one thing that I don't really focus on very much is creating a title. And that's for multiple reasons. One of the main reasons here is the fact that this item that we're sniping from clearly has a good title. If you go back to Zik Analytics, this item has sold 6 times in the last 30 days, and it's sold 26 altogether. So clearly the title's doing the item some justice. So I'm just going to take the title, and I'm going to see if there's anything that I want to change on it. But that title has proven to sell, so why would I really change it to something that isn't proven to sell? So there's 4 characters left. So you're allowed 80 characters on a title in eBay, and that's one of the things that I would change. First off, I would read the title, I would look at the item, and I would say, is any of this title like grossly inaccurate of what this item is? Are they keyword spamming or stuffing? Are they adding in inaccurate keywords that if somebody buys it, they're going to be upset that this item wasn't as described in the title? Most people don't read past the title. They look at the pictures, they look at the title, they buy the item. So say this thing says gun safe cabinet 10, everything that it says here, and then it says like wooden. Like for some reason they had the keyword wooden there. Somebody buys it because they think it's wooden, but if you look at it, it's not made out of wood, it's metal. They could be upset. So that is, that was just on the top off my head, but it's just issues that could be with keyword stuffing or somebody not paying attention or teaching their virtual assistant. Just type in gun storage, and then all of a sudden they say it's wall mounted, and then somebody tries to go mount it to the wall and it doesn't work. It doesn't fit on. It doesn't mount to the wall. So just make sure you're reading it. Gun safe cabinet, 10 rifles. It says it fits 10. Security storage, locker, shelf, rack. Locker shelf, there's racks inside, that's fine. Shotgun, pistol. So now if you put a space after pistol, because spaces do count as characters, there's only 3 left. So the only thing I would really do here is if you type in, go to title-builder.com, that's how you're going to find the eBay title builder. And all you do, I typed in gun storage, and I got all sorts of little keywords here. A lot of them aren't, they're kind of long, or longer than 3 characters besides the word rod, and I don't think that really fits. One thing I would do, and you can play around with the title, don't get me wrong, but I just don't like to waste time doing so, is I would just put the word 10, because if somebody's typing in 10 rifle storage case and they just typed in TEN, maybe the number 10 wouldn't work. So I just typed in TEN, and that's it. So, it doesn't really matter. You can also, if you want, just cut it and put it right here so that people know that it's just 10. 10 rifles, or 10, it can hold 10 rifles. Oh, there's a space right here. That's what it is. So either way, I probably wouldn't even mess with this, and then I'd just get rid of it. But you could do that, but let's just keep it basic. It really doesn't matter. There's 4 characters left. It's not a big deal. So custom label and SKU. Subtitle you don't need. You would have to pay for that. Custom label and SKU, you don't need to do that, but I would just make it like the Walmart item number, which is right here in the URL. It's because if you sell it, then the custom label does show up, and you can actually just find the item easier because of that. So eBay looks like it's glitching out right here for the categories, but the category that it's in is in it's the same one as this person right here. Sporting goods, hunting, gun storage, cabinets. If you don't think that initial one is incorrect, you can, I don't know why it's just not, oh, did it refix itself? You click change category, and then all of a sudden it gives you other ideas. Rowing machines, definitely not a rowing machine. Is it a home and garden safe? I'd say that a gun storage cabinet and safe would be more accurate. And then consumer electronics. I mean, it's not electronic whatsoever. UPC. You can scour the supplier's website for the UPC, but it truly doesn't matter. You don't need the UPC. So I usually just take the drop down for the UPC and click does not apply. Condition, new. Now let's get to images. Images can be a little tricky. Some people say don't take the images from the supplier's website because of the fact that they could be able to track them and eBay would find it, know that you're drop shipping. I don't really think that is a big deal, but if you were worried about it, you can still screenshot it. On my computer right now is Nimbus. I use Lightshot mainly, but you could screenshot the image. You could literally screenshot it right from here if you click screenshot. I don't really know how to use Nimbus, but this is not my computer I'm on at the moment. So you would visual part of page maybe. I don't know. So that's that. Now you can edit it, crop it if you wanted. I really don't know how to use this program, so I mean that would be the image that I would want. And then you can save it. Right click, save image as, and that's your own image. I accidentally put a little red mark on it. But I use Lightshot. It's much easier to use. But what you can also do is just right click, open image in a new tab, and then do save image as. And you always want to make sure that it shows up as JPEG or PNG, because sometimes it'll show up as HTML or anything like that, and then that's an issue. That's when you would want to screenshot it or just try to reopen it in a different thing. So after you do that, you save all the images. You can open up all the images of the item, right-click, open, right-click. This one was a little hard. I had to double-click on it, open. And you want to take into consideration how big these images are. So if you look, this item is probably a good one to have as the main image, because if you click on this one and you double-click, it won't get big. So if you open image in a new tab, this is the size of the image. And you want your image to look nice. So if you click on this one, if you double click, it gets huge. Then you open a new page. And this one is clearly a lot bigger. So that when it shrinks down, it's going to have a lot more just detail in it than this one will when it shrinks and kind of looks bad. So I would probably try to make this the main image of the actual, and I've already saved this one. So of the listing. So once you save all your images, you get all your images the way you want. You can screenshot them. You can do whatever you want. Some people edit them. This one's been edited with a watermark, free shipping, tax-free, sale, everything like that. You can do that if you go into Canva. I'm not going to really show how to do it, but you go into Canva.com. It's free. You upload the images in. You can edit them. And all you want to type in is, if you type in like free shipping, then if you go to images, you can find little clip arts and stuff like this, and then you just like right click, you open it, right click, save image as, and then you can just upload it into Canva on top, superimpose it on top of your actual listing image. So we got the title, we got the images. Let's upload the images now. So if we go to the desktop, we're gonna see I saved all the eBay images right here, and I'm just gonna highlight them all, and then I'm just gonna click open. Some people do say, you might as well list. This one says that the photo has photo quality issues. Like I said, it was probably too small. That was the one that I said was too small. I don't want that one to be the main photo. I want this to be the main photo. It looks good. If you are uploading a photo from your smartphone, please. So one thing you can do, so that was the image I said was bad. If you get anything like that, first off, you can delete it. Second off, you can go back to Walmart. You could click on it. You could open the image in a new tab. You could hold control and scroll in and then try to save the image as. Let's type in redo because I redid the image. Let's see if that works. If not, I probably just get rid of the image. It doesn't really matter. So if I upload, now it works. No, it doesn't. So that listing or that image, I don't really care. You could also, like I said, screenshot it. Selected area, I think that's what I wanted. That is what I wanted. So I can see what the issue is. It says that it needs to be 500 on its longest side, 500 pixels. So if I X out of this, if I scroll in, and then I click Nimbus, selected area. I think this should be good. Save, and then go to desktop, eBay image, redid. There you go. Just save that real quick, and then we'll get rid of this. We'll see if this works. If not, then I'm done with the image. I don't really care. All right, that worked. So we got the image, and then, you know, some people say add extra images. It truly doesn't matter. You can add as many images as you want. I mean, you can add up to 12 images, but I don't think it really matters that much. So let's get on to next what we need to be doing. So eBay made this big change, and I made a video about it recently, that you need to be entering in the required right here, item specifics, and then also there's additional item specifics. And the cool thing about it now is that they show you, hey, the type of gun cabinet gets searched 21,000 times. I think it's the last 30 days. The number of guns gets searched 8.3 times, 8.3 thousand times. You really want to be making sure that you are adding in as much possible information here as you can. So the brand is Stack On. The MPN, it doesn't really matter. You can say does not apply, but the manufacturer's part number is actually here. And it is right here. So it looks better right here. We'll highlight that. And we'll put that in. Those are required. You need to do it. So I'd just do it. Now the type. Is it a cabinet? Is it a dehumidifier, handguns hanger? Nope. In-floor safe, in-wall safe, standalone safe. It's pretty much a cabinet or a standalone safe. I just say cabinet. What does it say online? It says security cabinet. So that's what I would choose. So we got that. Model, it doesn't really matter. You can just put in the same thing for model as the MPN, the manufacturer's part number. It truly doesn't matter. That's not really a big thing. It doesn't say how many searches it has. Number of guns, though. It's very easy. It says it's 10. You click 10. There you go. For gun type, I'd say handgun, rifle, shotgun. You could probably put any of it in there. But, all right, I'm done with this listing, I think. No. All right, I'll keep it up. So it says cabinet rifle storage holds up to 10 rifles or shotguns up to 52 inches shelf. Top storage for additional, that's fine. So we got that. You can also add other things. What is there? Enter your own. I'd just say that, or that's fine. Material, it says steel online right here, steel. And then features, is there a biometric lock? That's when you use your finger. No. Is there a combination lock? I don't believe so. I think it's just a key. Just looks like a key here. Display case, no. Drawer mountable, fire resistant. So you can read through this whole entire thing and see, is it fire resistant? Control F. Fireproof. It isn't, though, fireproof or anything nuts like that. Okay, that person says it's not fireproof. So, I mean, it's not fireproof. 3-point locking system with key-coded, double-bitted lock. Okay, so it does have key-coded. And then it's key lock. So combination lock, override key, lighted. Is it lighted? I mean, you can read through all of it and figure out everything about it. And, you know, just click on whatever there is. Custom bundle. No, it's not a custom bundle. Is it modified? No. And then I don't really know the country or region of manufacturer. So that's just all the additional and the required item specifics. But one thing that a lot of people don't talk about is that you can add in your own item specifics. So if you look around, is there anything here? You want the assembled product weight. Somebody wants to know what the price is. I mean, how heavy it is. Just click add item specific, highlight assembled product weight, and then just paste it right here. And then what was it? 62.6 pounds. 62.6 pounds. Literally anything extra you can add to this listing is going to make it easier. Dimensions of the storage cabinet. Why would you not put that in? You could put overall dimensions of the storage cabinet. I'm done with this listing. So you put in dimensions. You can type in overall dimensions. And then if you go right here, you can highlight, copy that, paste that in. Then you could even go as far as just saying height, and then you put in the height. The height was what, 53 inches? I just type in inches. And then you could go through and do every single thing, width, depth. You could also say, it says dimensions of the actual cabinet, but then it says that it can store up to 52-inch tall things because there is, you know, you can't have, there's space in between. So 3-point locking system. You could say locking system, 3-point locking system. You could literally fill in every single possible item specific that you find valuable and that you would add to it. So after that, we got the item specifics, we got the item descriptions, and we're almost there. So I would take first off the title, copy that, and I would just paste it right here. And it really doesn't matter that much what is, yeah, I wouldn't make a numbered list. I didn't mean to do that. I gotta get rid of this. So it really doesn't matter exactly what it looks like. You can click advanced editing and you're gonna get a little bit more of just an overall, just what feel for what you can do. So I would make the title a little bit bigger, and I don't really try to make it look anything nice. Really, I don't try to make it look like it's anything nice. Here's the description. Manufacturer, supplier, see your disclaimer. Here's the description. I would just take this, copy it, add that, and I would probably type in right here. And this is really no more than what I actually do on my items. Anybody that's inside of my course would know. So there's that, the description. You could even go as far as underlining it, making it look real nice and pretty. And then you could also just type in features, underline that, and then bold it, make it, what was it, 14 I think it was, down, and then what size font is this, 10. All you got to do from here is just do cover that. I think that this is features. It has a lot more features to it. So then you just do boop, and there you go. You got the features, you got the description. It's really not a big deal, as big of a deal as item specifics in my opinion. So from there, you have everything you need. You can add in your return policies or your shipping policies or anything that you have, like down here. Oh, talk about your shipping policies. But it's really not going to matter in the eyes of eBay if somebody is trying to do a return. You said, hey, we only have a 15-day return policy, and then eBay grants it anyways. You saying that it was on the listing doesn't matter. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. And then all you need to do from here is just go with a price. So if you're using a repricer, like SKU like I highly suggest you guys all do, and we've been talking about this for a while now, I would just put it at an arbitrarily high price, because then you'll list it, and then within like an hour, SKU will take the price and add it to your proper just actual sale price based on your profit margin. This person's selling at $159.99. You're not going to lose money if you put it at $159.99. So I'd do that, then let your repricer take over. And if you're actually manually going in there and pricing, it's not a bad place to start. So there, and then we're going to get into what else do we need. You want to make sure it's good till canceled right off the bat, and I don't think that you can actually even change the duration anymore. Fixed price, good till canceled. Start my listings when I submit them. Don't schedule it. Best offer. Lets buyers makes best offer. I wouldn't do best offers. It's kind of a pain. Is there a quantity? If you have the selling limits to be able to do so, then I'd say up to 5. But if you don't have the selling limits to be able to do so, I'd just say if your account's brand new, which I can imagine a lot of people watching this are, I'd just say quantity 1. It just means that you have 1, you could change it to 2. It doesn't really matter. The only thing that's better is if somebody wanted to buy 3 and you only had quantity 1, then they could only buy 1. So that's the only other thing. Private listing, allow buyers to remain anonymous from other eBay users. It's not really a big deal. I don't know why mine's checked. Sales tax, if you collect sales tax, I'm not going to get into sales tax. Then just check it. If not, if you're a beginner, then you don't need to really worry about it. Then you need to set up your business policies. I always have, immediate payment is needed. You need immediate payment. So that's that. Always just accept immediate payment from PayPal. Shipping policy is going to be just anything about just getting it there on time, really. I have myself a Walmart longer than 2-day shipping policy, which I think should be fine. This one says that it's going to get there free 2-day delivery. So you could even go as far as saying that it's going to get there in 2 days. I'd cover myself. So if I look at this shipping policy and I edit it, it says that it will be 3 business days, 1 to 5 day standard shipping. That's not bad, but that's a little long, honestly, in my opinion. I'd probably do 3 business days, and then I'd do, where's expedited? I'd do expedited shipping. That should be fine. Or you could really go even faster than that, but I like to be more safe than sorry. So I'm just going to do save and close. I don't do global shipping program. I think that's a waste. I don't deal with messaging with the package weight and dimensions. The return policy is just 30-day. You can do 30-day seller pays returns, because with Walmart, it doesn't really matter. Walmart will just give you a free return label no matter what. So I do 30 days. You can even do 60 days, I believe, with Walmart, because I believe they have a 90-day return policy. Weight, item location, I would put multiple locations. I don't know why mine says Billerica, Massachusetts. Delete the zip code, and then you really just want to type in multiple locations right here, and you should be good. If you want to promote your listings, you can do it right off the bat right here by clicking promoted listings, and then promote it at whatever percentage you want. I suggest doing at least 1% for your promoted listings, but if you do want to do anything higher, then you can. Don't go with what the trending rate says. The trending rate is really just, it's a number out there for eBay to try to scheme more money off of you right off the bat. And it's just too much. I mean, it's usually too much. 3.2 isn't a lot, but I've usually seen things in the 4, 5, 6, 7%. It's just too much. So after that, everything should be good, and you would just want to click list item. So after you click list item, it should show up. So it says, it looks like there's a problem. Buyers love large photos that clearly show the item. So please upload high resolution photos that are at least 500 pixels. I think it's this image that's messing things up. So we'll scroll back down, and don't worry if it messes up like that, then you can. So the images are the issue here. So I'll just get rid of I'll take one of the images, and I'll open it up, and then I'll save the image as, and then it should be fine. I mean, I don't know why this image isn't actually saving, but just for the sake of the video, we will just do it this way. And I'll back out, X out, X out, get rid of this, get rid of that. Let's just save it with one image right now. And it should be fine, I hope. No, it's just saying that it's too small. So I don't know why it's saying that this image is too small. I've never really had an issue with this. But, so I'll screenshot it. Let's do that. We'll screenshot it. Selected area. And then don't worry, sometimes, there are going to be some issues. Oh, I think I know what the issue is. So if I do selected area, I can do out here. And then this should be the proper sized image. I think it's because there's too much white space around it. So if I go to the desktop and then go to eBay images, please work. Save. And then I upload it. Please work. And we could do this with all the images, but just to save time, I'm going to do it with one of the images. Then we're going to list the item, and it works. Continue listing. We're talking about military items. It doesn't matter. And we got it. So we can check it out. We click it right here, and this is really what it looks like. This is an old dummy store, and it does have the background right there, so I would change the way that the image was made, but that was just a quick issue with the image here. And basically that's what it looks like. It looks pretty decent, pretty good, and I really wouldn't mess with anything else here. I don't know why the price got put down here. I think it's because I typed it in, so I go back in and edit it. If you want to edit it, you can just do revise your listing, get rid of it, edit it. So I hope that this helped you guys all out with the multiple locations issue, with the title questions, with anything about promoted listings, with the images, although I had a slight issue with the images, and everything else out there about how to make an accurate listing. I've seen a lot of people ask questions about listings. I've seen a lot of people not really know what to do when creating a listing, or just really make some pretty awful looking listings. It's not that hard to make a pretty basic one, and I've really built the majority of my business based off a very basic listing. So if you are interested at all in any other form of just eBay dropshipping or any other form of dropshipping, I do have a free eBay dropshipping mini course, and we did just launch the Amazon dropshipping course, and we are giving a $1 free trial, or a $1 trial to that too, for 7 days for the first 10 videos inside of the actual course. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up like I said. Please be sure to smash that subscribe button. Let's get as many subscribers as possible. Let's get as many people as possible to see this listing. And let's really make sure that we're creating good listings out there, because the reason why eBay is upset with dropshipping, I would say one of the main reasons, because people are making bad listings. Customers are buying these bad listings, and they're getting all upset, and then eBay is coming back down on the dropshippers because of it. So that's that. I hope that you guys can make some real amazing listings after this. I hope you put in as many item specifics as possible. Make the images look decent, better than I did. Make sure you put multiple locations. Make sure your shipping policies are okay. Make sure your return policies are good. And let's start making some sales. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.